If I were to pin the use of drugs on a certain group of people, it would be the kind of people that are kind of the anti-culture of what Middlebury is viewed as, like athletic and I don't know. I think that Middlebury has a certain kind of person, and the people who use drugs aren't really that Middlebury student. So it's kind of like the rebelling culture at Middlebury.
How do you define addiction then?
Something that you cannot do without. Something that that I suppose every part of you needs.
Of a kid, and I think this is true, I don't think this was just a rumor, about a boy who drank like 5 Red Bulls to do his work one night, and he went into cardiac arrest. And I mean, they sell Red Bulls everywhere on this campus, and everybody drinks them. And you know, after that, I didn't even get an email about the incident, and the school didn't seem to be that concerned about the like study practices that kids use in order to like study for a test or to write their essays or do whatever they need to do for the class the next day. And I don't think it's because kids here are procrastinators or are lazy. I think it's just buildup of work, and they freak out and they need a quick fix to help them get the work done. So they'll abuse the use of caffeine. They'll have like, you know, like 8 coffees, or they'll just have a huge like thing of just caffeine, not caffeine, espresso beans. They just plop into their mouth, or they have like 4 double shots of espressos. It's not even a drug that anyone really wants to take, first of all. It's a drug that people take. And I mean, I don't know if caffeine's really like a drug, or what is it a drug? Would you call it a drug? Like, I would call it a drug because like, you don't necessarily become addicted to it, but if you have a full week of work, you need something to stay up because you know your body can't do it, then you will drink a shit ton of coffee or Red Bulls, not even like understanding what it's going to do to your body, and you're practically like destroying your body because you know it can't take it. And no one afterwards, even if they finish the paper, is really that happy. Besides the fact that they finished the paper, and no matter what, like how good the paper is, they're happy they finished it, but they just lost a good like day or maybe even like 4 days worth of sleep that they'll never be able to really get back. So, yeah.
So, have you guys ever used caffeine before?
What have I ever had coffee? Is that what you're asking? I don't get it. Like caffeine pill.
Well, how do you want to get it? Have you used caffeine before?
What's your form of choice?
I have drank coffee in the past. Yes.
Really?
I've never had a caffeine pill though.
And do you think it's okay to use caffeine in any circumstance? Would it ever be okay?
Would it ever be okay? I mean, I wonder when it would be not okay.
So, yeah.
Do you think caffeine is easy to find around campus?
I was going to try to sleep until 10 because I went to sleep at 5.
Yeah.
There's something going on here.
Do you think it's ever? Do you think it's ever okay? Is there ever a social circumstance where it's okay to use caffeine?
Okay, well when he comes out,
I don't want to continue.
You don't want to continue? Is it making you feel too uncomfortable?
No, it just makes me feel like I'm wasting my time.
All right.
Do you think that when people use caffeine, it's putting them at an unfair advantage for work?
Well, yeah, I think that it's a way of, yeah, I think people have that same kind of mentality as like, with what I just explained with marijuana, is like, you need it to do well. Yeah, I mean, I did it today.
I think caffeine is sort of, I don't know, I guess I see that just completely as personal choice. I don't think it really gives you like
You can lie down.
a super big advantage. I mean, maybe it'll make you less sleepy, but that's only a small, like it works in your body. I have a very different response.
What's your response about Adderall?
That it's completely not acceptable.
Why?
I don't really know. Because somehow, like, that's more of like a prescription. Somehow that's like taking a pill is more stereotypes than drinking a cup of coffee.